Hello there! I'm going to be talking about characters that I'd like to see return into Halo Infinite as like NPCs you can fight alongside. The first character I'd like to see make a return into Halo Infinite is Urtus from Halo 2. We haven't seen this guy since Halo 3, man. He needs to make a comeback. I really like this character a lot. I mean, technically, if you want to be that guy, he did return in Halo 2 Anniversary, but that's cheating because it's a remaster. That doesn't count. Anyways, he and Arbiter make a cool duo, and I wish he would just come back because we haven't seen him in a very long time. And he never once fought on the ground beside Chief and Arbiter in Halo 3, so I would freak out if I saw them fighting alongside each other. Chief, Urtus, and Arbiter. Man, that would be something. And speaking of Arbiter, he's the next character I'd like to see make a return in Halo Infinite. I mean, come on. Who wouldn't want to see this guy fight alongside Chief again? Arbiter's also like my third favorite character in Halo, so I really want to see him make a return in Halo Infinite as an NPC fighting alongside Chief. Cause think about it, him leading the Swords of Sanghelios, fighting alongside the UNSC, fighting the Banished, it's likely that this will happen. I mean, Arbiter considers Chief a friend, so I could see them fighting alongside each other, once again. Alright, moving on to the next one, which actually ain't one character, it's actually three. It's Master Chief's blue team, Frederick, Linda, and Kelly. Now these three definitely need to make a return into Halo Infinite as characters to fight alongside with, because it would suck if Halo 5 was the only time they ever appeared in the games. Because only 3 missions in the entire Halo 5 campaign they're playable in? Come on, really? Why wouldn't you bring them back? I want these 3 to return simply because I don't want Halo 5 to be the only time they ever appear in the games. They deserve to fight alongside Chief in more games. Unless there's like a book or comic that takes place after Halo 5 explaining how they might have died in between Halo 5 and Infinite, they deserve to come back in Halo Infinite because they're Master Chief's family and they've been classic book characters for a long time. So moving on to my next character, and before y'all start throwing your plasma grenades and gravity hammers at me, let me explain, because I know not a lot of people will like this next character I'm about to mention. I would like to see Locke return in Halo Infinite, simply because he played such a huge role in Halo 5, and I feel like it would just be a waste if he didn't return. I mean, if he can't, that's fine. And remember, these are characters that I'd like to see return as NPCs to fight alongside with, not to play as. Also, another reason I like to see him return is, back in Halo 2, when that first came out, Arbiter was disliked, but he grew more popular over time. And I'm not saying that the same thing will happen with Locke, but I would at least like to see Locke give, or get a second chance. Those are really the only reasons I'd like to see him return. Other than, I don't want him to be like a forgotten character, like how Halo 4's Spartan Ops Fireteam Majestic was, which I'll throw them in there as an honorable mention. I kind of would like to see them return too, but again, a case of if they can't, then that's fine. But I don't like that they were only used once and didn't return at all. And same thing with Buck's ODST team. I mean, in the comics and books, they explain how they disbanded after ODST, but I don't think every character is alive from that team, so, I mean, rip the rookie. But that brings me to my final character I'd like to see return. It's Buck, the man himself. I really like that he became a Spartan 4. And even though he joined Fireteam Osiris, it was still cool to see him return at least. In fact, now that I think about it, it would actually be cool if all of Fireteam Osiris returned, and we could see them fight alongside Blue Team as well in Infinite. That would be really cool to see, I think. But anyways, Buck is my favorite Halo character in the whole series. Mainly because he's funny and he's like a second Sergeant Johnson that's still alive. Don't get me wrong, I really wish Sergeant Johnson was alive, then he would have been on the list. I mean, he could return as a multiplayer voiceover, like how they had the Halo 5 voice pack. They could do something like that and have like Johnson be one of the voices. I think that would be really cool. But yeah, I really want to see Buck return. Like, even though he takes things seriously, he has that humorous side to him, and also goofy things happen to him a lot. So
get this thing off of me.
But yeah, that was my list of characters I would like to see return in Halo Infinite. Hopefully as NPCs to fight alongside with. Because I think they did confirm that Infinite is going to be Master Chief only. So, thank you for watching. I'll see you later.